Studio57 Evening News presents Bulldog Underground Sports. Barb Dwyer, Hugh Demand, Ben Lappin, and Noah Green. Bulldog Underground. Get the dirt on sports.
Hello, I'm Hugh Demand.
And I'm Barb Dwyer. Happy Thursday morning and welcome to the Bulldog Underground Sports.
Last weekend, the Bulldogs men's basketball team was in action at the Knapp Center hosting the Iowa Realty Invitational. Drake would take on Texas Pan American and North Carolina Central, two teams the Bulldogs beat last year by an average of 34 points. But as Drake fans are learning, that was last year. First up for Mark Phelps and the Bulldogs was Texas Pan American. The Broncs jumped out to an early lead thanks to the hot shooting of Ben Smith. He shot 7 of 10 from behind the arc and finished with 21 points. The Bulldogs would answer before halftime. Josh Parker with the 3, and later, more of the same. Parker finished with 18 points, and Drake led by 3 points at the break. Josh Parker with an outstanding game for the Bulldogs. Second half, the Broncs and Ben Smith continued to stroke it from deep. The Broncs would build up a lead in the second half. They led by as many as 7 points late in the game until Josh Young came to the rescue for the Bulldogs. He pulls the Dogs to within 2 here, and later, in a tie basketball game, the clock winding down, Young comes through again, pulls up from 10 feet, hits the shot, and Drake takes a 2-point lead with 3 seconds to play. Texas Pan American would have one last shot, but fortunately for Drake fans, Ty Rogers was nowhere to be found, and the Bulldogs survived the scare and win 59-57.
On Saturday, however, the Bulldogs looked like they did in the tournament last year in a completely one-sided matchup. Josh Young built on his late-game heroics from the night before to help the Bulldogs against a dreadful North Carolina Central team. Young had 15 points on the night. Jonathan Cox, the story of the night was Jonathan Cox and his outside shooting, though. Cox had a career-high 5 three-pointers and finished with 21 points right there and again. But Josh Parker added 12 points and was awarded Most Valuable Player of the Iowa Realty Invitational. He shot 11 for 16 from the field and 6 of 9 from 3 in the 2 games together. The Bulldogs cruised to an easy 89-46 victory, and Drake shot over 50% from the field and nailed 15 three-pointers, which is a new season high.
On Tuesday evening, the Bulldogs would travel to Ames to look to extend their winning streak against the Cyclones to 3 games and win their third straight against the Cyclones in that series. The Bulldogs had a miserable start to the game. Iowa State's Lucas Steiger began the game 6 for 6 from behind the arc. He had 21 points in the first half, and the Bulldogs fell behind by as much as 14 points to the Cyclones. The Drake offense would awake, however. Josh Young finished with 19 points. He nails a long 3 here, and the Bulldogs were only down by 4 at halftime. Second half, Iowa State would build their lead. The Cyclones were up 10 with 8 minutes to play. Then the Bulldogs would start the comeback. Stanley with the reverse layup, Drake down 4. Then it's Jonathan Cox in the corner. He hits the 3, and Drake's only down by 1. With 3 minutes to play, the comeback is complete. Stanley hits the 3, and Drake has its first lead of the game, 64-62. Iowa State would have multiple opportunities in the closing seconds, but Drake would indeed hold on for a 66-63 victory. Drake finished the game on a 16-3 run and won its 9th straight game against Big 4 opponents.
Women's basketball is now on a 4-game winning streak with a 7-3 record, coming hot off the court with a win at Weber State. The team won 63-48 with sophomore guard Kristen Turk hitting a new career high of 21 points. Turk currently leads the Bulldogs, scoring an average of 14.3 points a game. And senior Lauren Dibbing continues to fill her role as a presence at the post by leading the team in rebounds.
The recent success of the Drake men's basketball team has put some players in the spotlight, but others have been left out. Alex White is playing in his 2nd season with the Bulldogs, and we now turn to Ben Laffin to introduce to us Mr. White.
Words. There are a lot of them. It is said that a person can be summarized in a mere 7. Let's test that theory. Welcome to 7 Words. Our person this week raises many questions. Is he human? Why does hearing his name send chills up our spines? Is it really possible to bench press a school bus 10 times? And why didn't Keno Davis ever play him? It's time to let the words answer these questions. Enter Alex White. Born and raised in Albuquerque, New Mexico, pediatricians were quite puzzled when it came to Alex. Mainly because he resembled a full-grown man at birth. DNA testing revealed that Alex was born with 2 Y chromosomes. Alex dominated his childhood sports as a result. Man-child. After a 2-year stay at Cochise College in Arizona, Alex enrolled at Drake University, a highly prestigious academic establishment. Alex currently maintains a 4.8 GPA, which excels far above the 4.0 maximum GPA. Alex enjoys reading books and posing for pictures in front of signs here at Drake. Studious. 6'6", 235 pounds, -5% body fat. Alex White's physical prowess. Some will compare him to such people as NBA star Ben Wallace, the rapper 50 Cent, or this guy with a basketball. Muscle. For most people, braces are socially and mentally humiliating. For Alex White, they represent pride and intimidation. Can you imagine this man hunting you down with a mouthful of these? Exactly. Braces. Alex strikes fear into the heart of his enemies with his patented stare down. With fear comes respect. A player poll shows that his teammates recently elected Alex teammate respected the most. Out of 17 players, only 8 voted. The other 9 were too afraid to write his name down on paper. Fear. Alex is not man, but rather a machine the best of its kind. He makes the Terminator look like Wall-E. Alex requires a special diet to keep him powered, which includes high-octane jet fuel, motor oil, and eggs. Machine. As a fan favorite among the Bulldog faithful, Alex White sayings are swiftly becoming the new thing on campus. Jazz, Alex White is the reason Waldo is hiding. Bill Gates lives in constant fear that Alex White's PC will crash. And Alex White's house has no doors, only walls that he walks through. Legend. Those were 7 words.
Wow, what a baller. Thanks a lot, Ben. We'll be right back with more Bulldog Underground right after this.
Buy presents for the kids, for my parents, the in-laws, my friends, my co-workers, my husband. Buy the turkey, make the stuffing, bake the cookies, decorate the cookies, put the lights, buy the tree, trim the tree, wrap the gifts, create the card. I'm losing my mind! And little Susie wants to remind Santa she wants a new doll. Cluster your wall, not your mind. Take a step back and enjoy this holiday season with the help of Post-its, organizing all your holiday planning with one simple stick. Post-it. Make it stick.